Going on, guys, and welcome back to another build video. This one is for PvP but can also be used in some PvE content, and this one is called the Bloody Healy Warden. So let's jump straight in. This is pushing around 57k health. You want to be stacking max health as possible with a Warden healing build, as a lot of it scales off max health. We've got decent resistances, and critical resistance is quite nice. The magical recovery will go up to, with a potion and medicinal use, it should go up to about 1600, which I find is sufficient. I'm not sure if I've actually got the medicinal use passive on here. Yes, I do. It must be just the wrong potions. Let's just double check quickly. I've got the right ones, or I don't have any potions. Yeah, if you use the tri-stat potions, you'll get the I think it should hit about 1500. So anyway, let's just jump straight into the sets. The first set I'm running is Gloomfrost, with a Gloomfrost restoration staff, powered for extra healing. And this will, when you take damage, you become a living shadow for 10 seconds, and you heal over 4k every 2 seconds. You also get major evasion. We've also got minor evasion on this build as well, so you can mitigate a lot of damage. Scales off your max health, so that's why we're pushing the max health as well. I'm just running this helmet as it gives you a line of maximum health in impenetrable. It was more for the aesthetics of and the appearance of the helmet, but you're probably better off with a one-piece trainee, but I just like the appearance of it, so I thought I'd whack that on. And the next set we're running is the redistributor set, and this is when you overheal yourself or a group member. You heal when you overheal yourself, sorry, you heal a group member within 15 meters of you for over 1300k health, and the effect is every 1 second as well, so that happens quite a lot. So you need to be grouped for this to work. So BGs is perfect. You know, if you're in Cyrodiil, make sure you're in a group. Just put, you know, looking for group healer. I've got it all infused and impenetrable just to boost the resistances a bit more and get the health as high as possible. Magical recovery on all the jewellery, and the Oaken Soul Ring, as it's a 1-bar build. So what these two sets will do combined will pump out tons of healing. So this in Battlegrounds is lethal, because people will find it very hard to drop your group. If you're in a good group and you're healing them, it's very hard to mitigate your healing, as you will be pumping out so much. So the first skill I'm running is Blue Betty, which will give you you don't need the major brutality, as that's provided by the Oaken Soul, but it will remove negative effects and restore magicka to you. That's why I don't need my magicka pool so high, as I find it, you know, with the Blue Betty it's good enough. Crystallized Slab shouldn't be there. It's the Budding Seeds you want, which will be an area effect heal, and they can also, your allies can activate it for an extra heal. You've got your Deceptive Predator, which is for the movement speed, and get you out of tricky situations. You get the Immunity Snare, same as the Psijic one, and you also get the minor evasion. So you've got major and minor evasion. You've got Resolving Vigor for the minor resolve and an extra heal for you. And of course there's your big bad boy Polar Wind, which does the massive heals. Obviously it's scaling off the max health, which is just absolutely broken. It really should scale off probably magicka or high stat, not health, but it's just, you've just got to have that on. It's just a crazy heal. And your ultimate is Enchanted Forest, which again is another massive heal, and you generate ultimate as well, which is nice. So obviously I haven't maxed out the restoration staff, but if you get the restoration, you restore 30% more magicka, and then if you block attacks, you restore magicka. That's why I don't think the magicka pool needs to be as high. I'm running Bewitched Sugar Skulls, but if you want the magicka pool higher, you can certainly, your stamina doesn't need to be that high. You can drop it a little bit. I just like a little bit more flexibility with the blocking and the rolling. But if you want, you can go down to Witch Mother's Brew and just have the magicka recovery and the health still. And the Mundus is the Lord. You want to be running Vampire Stage 3 for the, of course, the Undeath passive. Let's see the traits on the arm. It's all running heavy for max health as possible. It is a bit overkill. You can probably chuck on a one-piece light and medium. If you wanted the Undaunted passives, it's not going to change much. It just might give you extra stats. I think I was just pushing all heavy just for as much health as possible. You could put more into health, but you don't want to go overkill. I think 60k is enough for a healer build. Put all 64 points in health. What else haven't we seen? The champion points. You want Cleansing Revival, removes all harmful effects. Focus Mending for 10% healing done. Swift Renewal for 10% healing done. And obviously you can do Resilience for a bit of crit resist, or you can go Duelist Rebuff for damage reduction. Red CP, Boundless Vitality for health, Fortified for a bit more armour. And then of course you can play around with these again. You might not need Celerity, as you've got the movement speed buff with the Deceptive Predator. So if you need more sustain, drop in a few sustain ones, or you know, if you need more damage reduction, you can just play around with these as you see fit. But yeah, it's a brilliant healing. It really is. Them two sets combined. You know, you can obviously drop Gloom Grace or drop Redistributor and chuck on Plague Doctor if you want to put more health. But I find that these two sets give a brilliant healing buffs. You know, because you're just getting constant heals, and this in Battlegrounds is just awful. It really is. But it will work in any PvP content as long as you're grouped. So you want to make sure you're grouped. You don't really want to be solo, obviously, as a healer, as you're not going to last very long. You can troll people if you wanted to, and just, you know, stand there spamming heals. But it's got some bloody good healing, so that's why I called it the Bloody Healy Warden. So yeah, that's it for this build video, guys. I'll try and post some game clips more when I get the chance. I just wanted to get the build video out before Halloween, that's why it's a sort of scary theme. Quite unique, that helmet. I quite like the look of that. But like I said, if you want to be optimal, chuck on a trainee piece. I think you might get a bit more max health. But I think, yeah, 57k is enough for me. Of course, you can push a bit more, but I prefer the buff sets. It's one bar, nice and simple. Obviously, you're not going to be doing any damage on this build, so you don't really want to be caught on your own. I've had a lot of people just, you know, if you do get caught on your own, they try and take you down, and they just sort of give up in the end because they think you're a troll build. But if you like the build, please drop this video a like. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And in the comments, if you need any more advice on the build or any improvements you can think of, let me know. And I'll see you in the next video.